I'm still hurting off this game. It's been about 3 days. But the thing that's so crazy about this situation is we got to look at the problems. Like, what is wrong when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys? And let's start off with the biggest elephant in the room, and that is Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is going to have to step up, man. At the end of the day, this is a guy that has the skill set. He has shown that he can be the quarterback for this team, but he has to focus, lock in, and not try to do too much. He has shown to be a quarterback to not turn over the ball, but at the end of the day, if you're going to come in here this year and you're doing that, is not going to be a good thing, especially when you're going against top tier teams. As far as the wide receivers, they have to get open. Michael Gallup, you got to get open. Noah Brown, you have to get open. CeeDee Lamb did do good this year. He had over 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns, and over 100 catches. That's fireworks, but when he first started off this season, there were questions about him being a wide receiver number 1. It was slow to start, but he did have a good middle of the year, and he finished strong. But here's the question. Michael Gallup, he was going through that ACL injury, and we knew that it was going to take some time for him to be able to recover from that. And he wasn't gaining separation. He was too much 50-50 balls. He really wasn't making a big impact. I believe for CeeDee Lamb, with his type of skill set, somebody that needs to complement him is someone that can be a big-time route runner. And I have a lot of questions about us giving up on Amari Cooper, because Amari Cooper was the guy that was that nuanced route runner, somebody that can stretch the defense, clip the top off the defense. He was all of that. He was the guy that was the perfect complement to CeeDee Lamb. And I believe that if he was on our team this year, we would have been able to beat 49ers. That's not the case. It is what it is, but we have to clean things up when it comes down to those wide receivers. Noah Brown, he's a good wide receiver. He's pretty solid, but he's only like wide receiver 4, wide receiver 5 good, which is not bad. He can go in there and play spot duty, have some plays, but you cannot have this player being that number 2 or number 3 at the end of the day. That's just what it is. Good player, but we have to find better talent. As far as the defense, they stepped up and did their job. They went out there and they was busting up C-Mac. They was busting up Deebo Samuels. They did a good job, but cornerbacks, you do have your questions about those guys. The safeties did pretty good this year. Linebackers, everybody did their thing, but there are going to be questions going into the season if we're going to sign Leighton Vander Esch and all that good stuff. So we'll see how that shakes out. But like I said before, the reason why we lost that game last week was because of the quarterback and because of the wide receivers. Those guys were not on the same page, and that comes down to those guys and Kellen Moore. So we'll see how that shakes out, man. But like I said before, if this team is going to take that next step, they got to clean up the little things. Get back to running basic ball. Running the ball, picking your shots, and doing all the little things so you can be successful. You don't want to be the type of offense that you're passing way too much, and then the better defense, they figure that out. If they have good pass rushers, all they're going to do is pin their ears back and just let it flow and get after the quarterback. So you got to play chess, no checkers, man. So we'll see how it shakes out. At the end of the day, the Cowboys got work to do. Wide receiver, cornerback, there's a lot of places where we can get better at and see if we can be ready to take that next step. But at the end of the day, Dak Prescott, the time is now. There are no excuses anymore. You're in year 8 coming up. In the same way you took Romo's position, it can happen to you. And we can't be out here wasting time, man. We got to win it now because this window is closing. So we'll see how it shakes out, but it's Cowboys all day. We're going to be bringing out a lot more content, man. College football, all of that. So much love to y'all, man, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Gone.